Alright, blue hose is going to go on the suction line, which is going to be the big line. So you're going to hook up your low side gauge to the suction line. Make sure your valves are closed and your hoses are tight and all that good stuff. I should have done that first. And then we're going to take the red hose, going to hook it up to the high side. You can do this without the unit running if you want to, so it won't spray so much. Make sure you have a low loss fitting. Then I'm going to open the low loss fitting. And then let's do compression ratio. So right now, my suction pressure on this 410A machine is exactly 75. And then my head pressure is exactly 225. So I got 75 and 225. So, to figure compression ratio, add 15 to both of them. I go head pressure plus 15 divided by, I think I wrote that out wrong, low side pressure plus 15. So my head pressure was 225 plus 15, that'd make it 240, divided by my low side pressure was 75, add 15 to it for absolute pressure, so that would make it 90. So now if I go 240 divided by 90, what is that, like, it's like 2.8 or so, I don't know, do the math. So my compression ratio, if I got 2.8 right there, my compression ratio would be 2.8 to 1. So there's my compression ratio. And the reason we add 15 to both pressures is to compensate for absolute pressure, which is 14.7. Then, if you want to check the voltage and amperage of your compressor, line voltage is coming in at the bottom of the contactor. And then leaving the top of the contactor, I got two black wires right here. The smaller black wire is going to be running the condenser fan. The bigger black wire, this is going to be common of your compressor, okay? So right here, this will give me my compressor amp draw. So I'll put my meter to amps. I'm going to go on the black wire that's going straight to the compressor. So that compressor is pulling 7.9 amps. That's uncommon, and that's what I would compare to the nameplate when looking at the compressor right here. It's got one compressor. Its run loaded amps is 16.7, so on a 105 degree day, that compressor will pull 16.7 on that common wire. Right now we're pulling 7.8 because it's like 70 degrees in here. It's not doing much work. If you need to know what, so that's your common. If you know what run is, it's going to be the other side of the capacitor. It's going to be right here, or the other side of the contactor. Usually it's a red wire. Carrier uses yellow. Most everyone else is going to use red. So on run, I've got 5 amps. And start is going to the capacitor. And it is right there. So if you're just trying to do amp draw and compare it to nameplate, you can get away with just going on common, boom, done. Now if I want to read voltage, I set my meter to volts. Right now with this unit running, with this contactor pulled in, power is being applied down here, but as soon as it pulls in, it's going to apply power to the top side. You're going to energize your compressor, your fan, and everything. So I can just set my meter to volts AC and just go right there on the top side. This particular building's 208, so we're going to get something a little bit lower than what you will at your house. We're going to get 211 here. At your house, you should be closer to 240 volts. Good luck to you, brother.